So we got the clutching thing, I think, where I'm gonna like it. Everything's back together. We ended up at 4, 2, and 2 as far as the weights. Green primary, and we stayed with the yellow secondary. So I'm gonna tune it up a little bit. Like I said, I gotta put a new belt on it at this point. The belt's hourglass a little bit. I knew it for quite some time. The red spring is like a butter smooth takeoff, but I think just my riding style and pulling kids in the sled and everything else, it just doesn't seem to really work out. So I had a little bit of glazing on the belt again. So I upgraded. I talked to Terry at Gilliman. I upgraded to the, or upgraded, downgraded, however you want to say, but I went with the more aggressive spring, so it's going to be a little bit higher engagement. But so far I like it. I'm going to run it for a little bit. Like I said, I need a new belt. That's going to make a whole difference. I get that high-pitched squealing, so I know that it's glazed. So I'll put a new belt on, run it for the 40 miles, break it in, drive it a little bit, see if I like it. If I have to change it around, I will. Not too big of a deal. So the other thing I want to do today is I reached out to a company called Spring Brake Thingy. Seen a few people that have it. Essentially, it's like a parking brake, or for when you're parking on a hill, you can install it. All you got to do is push the brake pedal down with your right foot, with your left foot. Push this over. It locks onto your pedal. I'll give you a little illustration here. Locks onto your brake pedal, and you don't have to, have a tow truck to yank the shifter out of park. So we're gonna install this thing today. It seems like it's about a 5-minute job. 13 millimeter. I got like a 8-inch extension here, a deep well. Probably not needed quite that much, and then a 10 millimeter with some extension. And it says, they give you these stickers right in the kit. Don't over tighten the 10 millimeter nut because it'll break. And if you break it, that's not going to be good because it's to the back of your master cylinder. And then don't overstretch the spring prior to install. So don't be playing with this thing and crank it way over and bend the spring, because then it's not going to lock onto your pedal well. So I'll kind of show you what I got going. Again, pretty simple install. Here's your brake pedal. Gas pedal. There's the 2 nuts and studs. 10 millimeter on the far right, 13 millimeter on the left. Spin them off, slide the spring brake thingy on, tighten them back down. Don't go ape crap on the 10 millimeter on the right. They said it's, pretty brittle. Maybe not even brittle, but if you tighten it as much as the 13 millimeter, you could end up with an issue. So I'll throw it together and I'll show you how it works. Okay, so just like that, literally a 5-minute install. So let's see how it works. You would think this would be something that every manufacturer would want to do. So it says push with your right on the brake, swing over with your left, and release. Look at that. Parking brake. Release it. Push the brake pedal down again. So right foot down, left foot push over. You're locked. So let's see here. Yep, ain't going nowheres. Good to go. That's pretty slick. Literally a 5-minute install. It's a very simple part, but it's something that really makes sense for every manufacturer machine, really. It has a hole in it so you can put a hasp or a lock, so if you wanted to. It's not going to be very easy for somebody to steal this thing when there's a lock on that thing and the brake is pressed down. So it's not in your way at all. Obviously, you're not going to get your foot back in here at all. It shouldn't rattle or anything because it's bolted straight to the firewall. Nothing, spring loaded. So pretty slick product. I think that's definitely well worth the money that they get for them. Good directions. again, you know, it's a simple thing, but it's just one of those things that makes things a lot safer. And you're not yanking on the shifter when you park on a hill, or say you want to run your winch and you don't want to be pulling on everything, you want to lock up all four wheels. I think that's probably where I'd use it the most at this point. You know, you get out and you're whatever in the mud or snow and you want to lock up all four wheels and you can't be in it because you're either by yourself or, like, I take my kids with me a lot, so I just tell them, you know, run the winch over, and they hook up the winch. I pull the cable over, or the actual switch, and all four wheels are locked up. Pull somebody out pretty quickly and easily without having to crank on your parking pin. So go take a look at them. Spring brake thingy. Pretty cool little product.